Not too long ago, I came across the Speyburn 18 and naturally I had to grab a bottle for myself. Today, I am going to taste and review the Speyburn 18 and let you know just what I think of it. Thank you guys for being here with me today for another tasting and review video on McIntyre's malts. My name is Wade and we are going to jump into the Speyburn 18-year-old today. So I have poured a dram in my Stolzel glass and it's been sitting here for about 20 minutes just to let it open up in the glass and give it the optimal chance to show me what it has to offer. My understanding is in some markets, Speyburn is what would be considered as a supermarket whiskey, which is crazy when I think about it. And I look at some of the whiskies that are positioned as premium luxury products that don't have near as good stats and specs on them as this whiskey that's just a supermarket whiskey. So interesting, right? It's all about perception. As always, we are going to let the whiskey do the talking and tell us what it has to offer. This one here, we are looking at 18 years maturation. We have 46% ABV and beautifully put on the front of the label, natural color, non-chill filtered, crafted in Speyside. Judging by that color, we're talking about a reasonably heavy component of sherried whiskey, right? Why don't we now start with the nose on the Speyburn 18? Wonderful. Different to other sherried whiskies. There's this adjacency that you know it's playing in that team, but it's not the typical player. There's lots of dates on this one. Getting the nutmeg, getting cloves, lots of toffee coming in now. Creamy fudge. You know what is a little different I get on this is those cream wafer biscuits. When I was a kid, we used to put them in ice cream or they'd be served in ice cream desserts. I don't know if other people around the world do that, but especially the sort of pink ones. I don't know if it was strawberry flavor, but that scent is here too. Just a little bite, then almost like that tanginess of the passion fruit pulp. Beautiful. This one I think is one that you could take quite some time to sit with and just nose it and allow it the time to breathe and reveal itself. Let's now try this beautiful smelling Speyburn 18 on my palate. Cheers. Oh, superb. Sweet, depth, complexity, not overstated. The wonderful caramel note, the oak notes are underneath. And this soft sweetness lingers, like you get this build up of those oak notes that come through and there's some nice cask work at play. You're suddenly left with just this wonderfully pleasant sweetness that just makes you feel joy in the moment. I honestly don't know why Speyburn isn't more highly regarded. I think it's really well crafted. It's different enough for a sherried whiskey that it gives you something new and doesn't feel like it's doing the same thing every other sherried Speyside expression is doing. All right, let me now nose the whiskey one more time. Let me taste it and get a sense of the finish on the palate, and then I will share my recommendations with you, whether it's one that I think is worth your time and money. And speaking of money, in my market, given that this is a bit of a under the radar whiskey that doesn't seem to be in high demand or highly sought after, I was able to pick up this bottle for $189. If you know the Australian market, a Glendronach 18 is typically $250 on special, and more often than not, we're talking $275. A bargain, most certainly. All right, one more nosing. One that I don't even want to pull apart. I just want to be present and enjoy it. I just want to experience it. Little hints of coconut. Glazed cherries are there. You're getting like Biscoff notes. Port wine jelly. Lots is coming to the forefront now. This is indicating to me that this is the kind of whiskey that will give you more the longer that you give it. Strawberry jam, scones and cream. This requires time and patience. This whiskey wants to tell me something. And if I give it enough time, it will share wonderful stories with me, I'm sure of it. Let's see now on the finish if the Speyburn 18 has any more to experience on the palate. Slàinte. Sharing this with you guys now reminds me why I need to buy more bottles of Speyburn. This is the kind of whiskey that I would continue to buy backups of and just have about. It's one that has given me more than quite a lot of whiskeys, and it's one of those whiskeys I wouldn't have expected to do so. Over time, this bottle has just gotten better and better as it's been allowed to open up and have more air in the bottle. I will continue to buy Speyburn, and there are many whiskeys that I would not buy a second bottle of. So if that is any indication that today's tasting and review, the Speyburn 18, I most certainly recommend this one. And if this is a supermarket whiskey in your market, take advantage of it. Go and get a bottle and enjoy it. It's wonderful stuff. If your palate is anything like mine, you should absolutely love this whiskey. Speyburn, if you're watching this, cheers to you guys. This is lovely stuff. Thank you very much for the whiskey that you're making. If you guys have enjoyed this review today, please let me know. Leave a comment under the video. I want to hear your thoughts. What whiskey do you want me to review next? And if you are interested in seeing my thoughts on the Speyburn 15, have a look here now and see how it stacks up. Cheers, guys.